Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Abdulfatah Ahmed Gidi, one of the students of Obi University, Malaysia, facilitated by Center for Graduate Studies in Simid University. I want to present here an international project management assignment. The contents I will talk about here will be general introduction on project background, impact of COVID-19 in logistic companies, challenges and strategies to encounter that impact of COVID-19, and lastly will be conclusion. Introduction. Logistics is a process of strategically managing the procurement, movement, and storage of materials, parts, and finished inventory through the organization and its marketing channels in such a way that current and future profitability are maximized through the cost-effective fulfillment of orders. The above definition clearly describes the role of logistics, that's to manage both the forward and reverse flow of assets efficiently and effectively. Procurement is the decision-making process you follow when you buy products. You usually have many options. The project background: Jamhurian University of Science and Technology builds an equipped civil engineering lab in September 2020, one of the campuses of the university in Mogadishu, Somalia, which used that lab two main objectives. That are, the first objective is using the lab as academic purpose in order to give students practical related in different areas of civil engineering, such as material lab, geotechnical lab, transportation lab, surveying lab, environmental engineering lab, and concrete technology lab. The second purpose is to use controlling the quality of construction companies' equipment that's used as construction material, such as concrete, steel materials, and highway materials. So that just offers that project in a company that will build and equip the lab, and the company itself decided to give delivering the equipment needed in Sahel Logistics and Transportation Company to execute that project in order to bring full package of the equipment of that project from China. There is an impact that COVID-19 logistic companies in Somalia. The COVID pandemic has disrupted supply chains all over the world. Technology has become the #1 tool for everyone. The nature of logistics has changed and highlighted by the crisis. Therefore, challenges have affected different areas such as logistics, aviation, and maritime. Challenges of COVID-19 in logistics. The most challenges that comes from the effect or the impact of COVID-19 in logistics and transportation companies started during the spread of COVID-19 that caused boats and airports in all over the world were closed. People panicked and hid away their homes. Limited supply and limited companies have resorted to retrenching most of their workers. Governments all over the world started by limiting air and sea travel. Further baggage from China was expected to carry the virus, so sea freight was slightly halted. Too much costs and takes longer time delivering the equipment means delay of what you want to delivering from China. There are a lot of strategies that used to encounter COVID-19 effects. That was collaboration efforts by suppliers, embracing airless the cargo way, enforcement of mitigation and emergency strategies, and embracing technology. That strategies will allow you to encounter the impact of COVID-19 in transportation and logistic companies around the world. There are factors that need to be considered in plan of international project ventures during COVID-19 pandemics to encounter COVID-19. Firstly, the first factor you want to be considered is to assess what service can be continued off-site to limit schedule delays. And also, the second factor would be proactively develop mitigation plan for potential slowdowns, shutdowns, and project restarts. And the third factor that needed to be considered is to devise a lockdown exit strategy. The managing global teams review active projects to determine what stage projects are in assess. Proactive measures can be taken to be ready for a shift on-site work. That's it for today. My name is Alfred Ahmed Gedi. Assalamu alaikum.